Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about your HoneyBook, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you set up a booking calendar or scheduler in your HoneyBook? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to set up a booking calendar inside your HoneyBook anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running an online business, maybe doing one-on-one coaching, you know that by having a calendar, your students can go in there and schedule a call with you, and they can have access to your calendar. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your HoneyBook account. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into my HoneyBook, and this is the home screen. Now here on the home screen, if you want to go ahead and set up a booking calendar in HoneyBook, here on the top menu, you're going to click on Tools. Once you do that, you'll see a drop-down menu and you want to click on Scheduler. Okay, once you do that, you're going to see all of the scheduling calendars you have set up. However, to create a new calendar so your clients can schedule in calls with you, click right here, New Session Type. Okay, so here is how you can go ahead and fill out your booking calendar. So first off, you want to name the product or the call type. So for example, if I'm offering cooking coaching, maybe this is going to be a Chinese food phone coaching lesson. Okay. And then session type, go ahead and choose what this is going to be. Is it going to be in the video call, phone call, in person, or other? And the time zone. This is for your time zone. However, your clients are going to see the calendar based off of their time zone. So let me go ahead and change that. Okay. And then how long is the booking for? So for me, it's 30 minutes, but yours might be 45 minutes. You just type it in there. And then interval, you can choose between minutes or hours. So if you did 1 hour, let's go ahead and delete that. 1 hour. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 45 minutes. Okay, now you can choose the date range that you're going to be offering this booking calendar. So indefinitely means they can just schedule for whatever time. I don't really recommend that because after a few days, people tend to forget. So usually what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and do rolling window. If you're doing a fixed date range, this might be for a certain period of time. So maybe you're only offering this coaching call for 1 week in July. You can go ahead and put a fixed date. For me, I'm going to do a rolling window. And for me, I like to have my schedules set up no more than 3 days in advance. So I'm going to put 3. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and choose days. For you, you might want to go ahead and accept 1 week in advance or 1 month. You can go ahead and choose that based off of whatever industry you're working in. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and do 3 days. Okay, here, if you're offering different types of coaching calls, so for example, this is a Chinese food coaching lesson, but maybe I offer a Mexican food coaching lesson, you can color code these. So for any Chinese food coaching lesson, maybe I'm going to go ahead and make that one blue. And then that way, when I create another coaching lesson for Mexican food, I'm going to make it red. And that way I can easily look on my calendar and see if it's filled with more blue or more red. Here you can go ahead and add any kind of instructions. So since this is a Chinese food coaching lesson, I might put in here, please gather all required ingredients like soy sauce. And that way my student knows what they need to have available when they schedule this call. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and work on the availability. Okay, here you can go ahead and choose your schedule. So let's see here. So maybe I'm only going to offer this on Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck all of these. And then I only want to have this available from 9 until, let's say, 1 p.m. And then from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., I'm going to make time for a lunch. And then I'll be back to work from 2 to 5. So I'll just click on the plus. And then I'll add a second time window, 2 to 5 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that way I'm not going to be able to take any calls between 1 and 2. Okay, if we scroll down, you want to go ahead and fill this out. So date overrides. So maybe your birthday is coming up and you can go ahead and block out the date. So if your birthday is, let's say, April 15th, we can go ahead and block out April 15th. And that way I can't accept any appointments. And then these are pretty important also, buffer time. So if you don't put a buffer time, what's going to happen is your HoneyBook appointment calendar is going to accept appointments back to back. So if I have a schedule from 1 to 1:30, that means I could have another client potentially from 1:30 until 2. So for me, I like to go ahead and give a 15-minute buffer. That way, if my meeting goes over, also it gives me a little bit of time to prepare for my second meeting. So let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and do 15 minutes after and 15 minutes before. So just note that this is really going to limit your calendar. So for example, if I have a 30-minute meeting, but I won't accept anything 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after, it's really going to limit the amount of meetings that I can take per day. Also, I would generally turn this on, so minimum notice. So I don't want to have somebody schedule a call and then I have to be on the call within, 15, 20 minutes. So usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change this to hours. And then I like to have at least 8 hours before they can schedule. Custom increments, I'm actually not too sure about this. I've never actually used that. If you happen to know, leave a comment below. And next we're going to move on to confirmation. Okay, here you can go ahead and set up the confirmation. So this is the email message that they're going to receive. So you can go ahead and customize this. I would highly recommend that. I have your information now. Okay. And then we're going to scroll down. And then here you can go ahead and set up reminders. So by default, you can see it's set up to send an email. You can also set up the text message if you wish to do so. So this person's going to receive an email confirmation 1 day before, and then they're also going to receive it 1 hour before the session. And then down here on the settings, if you want your clients to be able to go into the calendar and reschedule it, leave that on. They can also cancel unless you turn that off. And if for some reason you don't want them to get a confirmation email, you can turn that off as well. Okay, so now we're pretty much set up. So you're going to go ahead and click on Save and Publish Session. Okay, quick second later, the page refreshes back into my scheduler. So now you can see that we have a Chinese food phone coaching lesson. So the cool thing about this is you can go ahead and click right here on this little copy link. Now the link is copied to my clipboard. So I can actually paste that link into my Instagram profile, into my YouTube description, or wherever you normally share your links. And then my students can go ahead and just click on the link and they can schedule their Chinese food coaching call. And if you want to see what it looks like, let me go ahead and open it up over here. Okay, so here is what the calendar looks like. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to set up booking calendar inside your HoneyBook, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.